Man, what is good, y'all? I'm not. Hey, we don't even need to introduce me. You see the name. You see. Look up in the top right corner. Look where you're looking from. But we got a special guest today. Let's see if you pick up on it, Mr. Bafa.
What up, man? Appreciate
Do you know what I'm saying?
you.
You hear what I said?
Don DeMarco, like
Dom DeMarco.
it's a titan. We have on this show today a titan in the content creation of Dallas Cowboys sports. Everyone knows this man. Go and introduce yourself for anybody who don't know you that live on a rock.
I'm Vox Lombardi. I'm a cowboy YouTuber. I do some cool stuff. I watch film and I talk crazy about old running backs. Y'all know how I go.
Speaking of old running backs, you want to get your brief reaction because we did just.
Nope, I'm just hating old running backs. Apparently, I'm just an old hater. And everybody in the National Football League want their running backs to be young, but we want ours old. And I'm a hater for one mind to be young. So I ain't got too much to say about it. I'm just going. I'm gonna chill before I get too crazy. That's all.
Hey, that's all you can do. Look, So you already see the title of the video.
Yeah.
Everybody who's watching, shout out to you. Yes, we're gonna talk about the big boys because this is the main reason why we are so passionate about who we got running behind the big boys, because we know that, and I already said this, Vosh, I said this is one of the greatest year-to-year improvements to an O-line seen in a very long time. To hit in one draft, to hit in two separate picks. We have future starters. Talk about your reaction to that before we deep dive into this.
Well, one thing that I really wanted to do was I wanted to bring the middle of my O-line back to its former greatness. You know what I mean? I personally feel like the Cowboys hadn't had a good running game since Travis Frederick. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that I've gotten into some crazy fights over time, man. People that love Joe Looney, I didn't. People that love Xavier Su'a-Filo, I didn't. You know what I mean? Connor Williams, Connor McGovern, I did not. And if we got one thing, we never had the other. So one thing I really wanted to do was I really wanted to go back to the old days where we had two gangsters at guard, two powerful guards, but we also had a powerful center. What happens a lot of times is, teams try to hide their center, because their center may not be the most athletic guy in the world. If he would, he'd be playing tackle or something. Or he may not have the longest length, or he may not be as powerful, because if he was, he'd be playing guard or something. But he may be smart. He could line guys up, snap good or whatever. So they line him up at center. Right. I remember back in the day when I actually played long time ago, long time ago. People's O-line would be big, but their center would be 180 pounds or something. I'm like, man, why they got this little people out here playing center? But people are high their center, right? Mm-hmm. What I always wanted for the Cowboys, and I think this is how run game should be, is you want a powerful dude at center, and you want to Voltron that thing, and you want to just control a gap, and you always want to deal with the mic. That's the first thing that they teach you in football school when you run the zone or you running football in general. You got to deal with A gap. You can't have penetration, A gap. You got to block the mic.
100%.
So, man, in order to do that, you can't be trash like Tyler Biadasz was. And look, Biadasz wasn't horrible. Tyler Biadasz wasn't horrific. It's just
Tell her how it is. Tell her how it is.
It was good until he played against good people.
Right. 100%.
It was good until he played against good people, and I want my center to be strong versus everybody.
Right.
And boy, I tell you, man, as me hoping for that, the Cowboys went out there and got it done, man. So shouts out to them.
You are 100% correct. People don't understand how important the center position is. It is the extension of the quarterback on the offensive line. You are, before you get to the line, you identify the mic, like Vosh pointed out. You know what I'm saying? And the strength of the defense will, lay out as so. Our protections is set this way because people don't understand, especially in the passing game, which, I didn't like Tyler Biadasz all too. Mm-hmm. Most of our game is, it's a half slide. People don't really realize it. They think it's just man on man. No, it's a half slide, which means half of the O-line is in zone. The other half is in man. So So that's why it's very important that we communicate this, because the zone side, it's easy to pass off double teams because we're all we got to do is protect the gap. If we're sliding right, the right gap.
Tackle got backside C, guard got backside B, center got backside A, and these other two guys are just blocking man
on man. So they got the other two guys as man on man. It's even harder for them because they got to make sure they're on the same plane. That's why you see when Tyler Smith be kicking, he always got that hand out just to feel for that TE stunt, because that TE stunt, the penetrator is the main one who's is dangerous because he can peel off after he picks Tyler Guyton. But you're 100% right on the run game. Why we need movement. I didn't like Tyler Biadasz because his combos, and he got all. If you're not looking good versus all pros next to you on your left and your right,
sure.
What is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it?
Yeah, he just wasn't properly equipped with the tools that some of the and look, there's not a whole bunch of great centers out there. Tyler Biadasz is about what an average center would be. You can probably call out Creed Humphrey and Linderbaum and all these other guys, and Jason Kelce retired or whatnot, right? So it's not a whole bunch of centers you could just be like, oh, that dude is fantastic. But the best teams tend to have them. The best teams, tend to be powerful at center, and they tend to be good combo dudes, and they have centers that can reach, 2s and 3s. You know what I mean? Like these wide zone type of, it's hard for a center to reach a 3-tech. Some dudes can do it. Some dudes can do it.
I mean,
please.
Yeah, the double team. I mean, that's why combos is important. Reaching a 3-tech, I'm banking on my right guard to get a shoulder, get the guy. First of all, he need to get his hat play side. I mean, that's all. If the center can get his hat play side, that's all I'm asking for. Now, if you get movement, that's the plus.
Sure.
So Zach Martin, he got to make sure if he do get the step, make sure he gets the 3 technique on his left shoulder. Prop him up just in enough time for our center to take over, and then move up to the next linebacker. So that's why, like, all these moving parts on the offensive line, everybody don't even know about. That's got to be happening because Zach can't leave immediately to the linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Then the whole play is messed up. We didn't account for the initial, defender. You know what I'm saying? So
also too, on that point, just imagine there's a 1-tech to the right of the center. If they're doing that kind of wide zone combo blocking, the center got to pass. They got to Tyler Smith,
right? So he got to step. He got to brace. Got to give a brace step for Tyler Smith to secure. Then hurry up and get over to the 3. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, Biadasz should just leave. Biadasz has to just leave and just no help at all. He'll just But that's what happens when you may not be confident in your ability to climb to the second level. But just long story short, I think BB has the athleticism to climb and then block somebody once he gets there. He takes great angles getting there, but he can maul people on the first level, and that's what I'm most impressed with. You know what I mean? You can find a bunch of athletic cats. I want to see you move people. I want to see, I really want to see these combos, man, because Cooper Beebe made TJ Bass look strong. You know what I mean? He made Austin Richards look strong, and Austin Richards ain't strong. He ain't strong. Not. I want to see what him and Tyler and Zach look like comboing people.
Yeah, keep talking. Because I think I have the play which you're talking about with the other combo, because that's where I was going.
Yeah. So just and okay, cool. Let's see what you got. Let's see. BBS center right here.
Right here. You know what I'm saying? This was all I was, because I was pointing out. First of all, I mean, you was right on the head. I don't know why are we even entertaining this Brock Hoffman.
Sure.
It was the night and day when he was comboing with Bass. It's like they were meeting. The way they were doing it was just so weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just angled. Like,
So listen, Lou, here's a new rule. I'm not allowed to hate on Hoffman no more because he lost his job. Okay. Now, if Hoffman is looking like your projected, first center, I get to hate on Hoffman all day, every day. 100%. I don't like him no more. But if he's your backup center, boy, Hoffman, all right, ain't he? Boy, Hoffman, physical, he's strong. Boy, Hoffman, a fantastic backup when he's the backup. So, but yeah, man, you are right. And if you look at if you look at first pop, right? BB's first pop is a little different than Hoffman's first pop. We called it hat on hat guy, right? And look, back in the day, I was hat on hat guy, boy. As long as I got in front of you, and my running back can make a decision, I win the block. I was Brock Hoffman. So there is a part of me that understands Brock, and I sympathize with Brock.
He's leaving 90. He's leaving 90.
Crazy. There's part of me that understands Brock, but as a Cowboy fan, there's also part of me that wants to see people smoke the hell out of somebody. So if it was me, I wouldn't be wanting me to be playing center neither. I would want Cooper to be playing center too, but
Yeah, and then like this is what I pay attention to. We hold on, got the wrong one. Everyone talk about this play right here.
Let's see what you got.
Is the same one? Hold on. No, this is the little file. Hey, I'm messing up. Here we go. This is the combo between Tyler Guyton and who was this? 85?
Tyler Guyton and Luke. Yeah, Luke.
What they did to
Crosby,
one of the best, one of the most feared DNs in the league. You know what I'm saying? And how they was able to get. I'm looking for that hip to hip type of movement. Something just brief. Let me stop saying. You know,
I think that's what life is gonna look like. Well, life is gonna be like that. Like we got Myles Garrett week 1. Guyton just not gonna be on an island out there with Myles Garrett. We just can't hold the ball long, and we just got to put tight ends over there. We may put 2 tight ends over. You should never know. And also too, man, don't sleep on the idea that all right, we're gonna put Myles on Guyton's side. Cool. They may pick Myles up and put him over on Terrence Steele and beat the hell out of him. You know what I mean? You really can't overcompensate your help. You know what I'm saying? So I think Guyton will be fine, but I think Dak is gonna help Guyton more than Luke will or Brevin will.
Yeah. I mean, because it's important. Me and Star was talking about this the other day. She just talked about it. On the final word. Yeah, shouts out to Star. McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
Part of his plan that he haven't got to. That's very important. What I blame why we didn't, in the beginning of the year, we failed in the red zone percentage wise. It's because we couldn't go into 12 and 22 personnel. Anybody don't know that 2 running backs, 2 tight, 2 tight ends, heavy personnel, basically getting your big boys out there and having that threat. Now, they kept a lot of tight ends this time around, even though they didn't perform particularly well. The thing that's going to be important for him because he abandoned that like early on, and he went another route, and we just seen like running backs, and that's running backs not be able to get the job done by themselves, and this is where that Zeke convo comes into play. But if we get movement up front, we get up to those next levels, which we didn't. You know what I'm saying? And being able to run heavy personnel, imagine that this year.
Sure. And
in the goal line efficiency.
And look, this just goes back to me hating on the old running backs. And look, to be fair, I do feel like the old running backs will do better than they did in their old life. But if that's a result from your offensive line being good, just take a better running back and put them behind that offensive line and watch them be double better. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I do think Zeke is going to help in your red zone woes or your goal line woes. It wasn't necessarily short yardage because we were actually really good last year. Short yardage, like if it was in the middle of the field and it was 4th and 1, Dak would always pick up those yards. But when it was like, all right, it's 1st and goal from the 3, we can't get them. For whatever reason, just life wouldn't allow us to get them. And a lot of it was, hey man, we just probably can't, bang Tony up A gap. You know what I mean? Or Hunter Lippy would be close and we just fumble it. Or we'll get too cute and try to jet sweep Hendershot or some nonsense. You know what I mean? I think less is more, and I think having a powerful center would allow you to move some guys up in there. But in real life, it's not goal line football ain't even always moving people because it's going to be a big pile of bodies anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The opening that one gap got to get free. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't help when the interior of your old line, because the fastest route to the quarterback, fastest route to the backfield is where? In A gap. Like, a lot of times I'm seeing Tyler be honest. I got to stop talking about him. I feel like he just closed his eyes. He just, hike and immediately
He did close his eyes and lean and fall down. You're right, he did do that.
And then the nose tackle, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He's free. Both hands free. You know what I'm saying? So now that's taken away. The running back got 3 reads, front side, out the gate, or it's cut back. And 2 of those reads are taken away.
Right.
so
right. Tony Pollard was on the 3 1 year. Boy, he ran 100 yards and only got stopped at the damn 2. I'm like, man, how you do all this running and only gain 1 yard?
Right.
I think all that goes away, man. I think Zeke is a little more calculated in his goal line, repertoire or whatever. But people think I'm hating. I ain't hating those. I just don't want Zeke to bullet his way into being running back 1 full time and to take better running backs off the field when he's out there. But hey, if it's Zeke being a real member of a committee and he's complimenting what Rico does, I'd be happy with that, man. But that ain't what time it is. So
that's what I told Jay Tuck. I said, I wouldn't be opposed to Zeke. It's just the aura around Zeke in this organization.
Aura? What aura?
I'm not good aura. I'm just saying,
with his bad knees.
Yeah,
and his long beard. He look old now. What aura?
Like the looking away. You know what I'm saying? Like
seniority. His seniority.
You're right. The seniority is the perfect word. Like as soon as we get him, we ain't got to draft a running back. What do you mean we ain't got to draft a running back? That's just taken care of. Or we gotta. He doesn't have to prove himself in preseason. What do you mean he ain't got to prove himself in preseason? Why don't we just banking on 5 games? I felt like the Cowboys just replicated that our guys' philosophy being comfortable because we tried something different last year and they was like, oh, see, that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? They just leaning on that. That was But this guy said how many sacks Tyler Guyton. I honestly think he gonna probably have quite a bit of pressures, but I don't know about sacks because Tyler Guyton's best quality. Like I got a nickname for him, Doppelganger Guyton, because this he on Tom and Jerry and the cartoons when they go past like a mirror or like a wall and how the dude was just copying him. Like that's Tyler Guyton's best quality. He's gonna stay in front of him. He can mirror the hell out of a DN, and that's gonna be quite annoying. And he has the body to absorb whatever they got. My problem with him is just the hands. And I told him Myles Garrett is a sociopath. He's probably already watching this. He probably already knows this, So he's going to have to improve that. So I believe Tyler Guyton may have quite a bit. He'll give up some pressures, but not sacks because he has the body to absorb that. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I think that getting rid of the football quickly is going to mitigate all this sack behavior, and sacks, some people say sacks is a quarterback stat in the first place. You know what I mean? Like 1 year Dak came out and got sacked like 58 times or something like that. Some nonsense, some goofy stuff.
Right.
But that number goes down over time because he gets rid of the ball quickly. He reads better, and he probably trusts Lamb better. And this could also go to McCarthy because the system allows him to do that a little bit more. Kellen Moore wanted us to run verticals when we shouldn't be running verticals. You know what I'm saying? So he has to hold the ball in times we shouldn't be holding the football, or he'll just put like Terrence Steele at running back or something and just make him like some old nonsense, some old goofy stuff. But at the end of the day, man, it's all good, man. It's I don't think Guyton's gonna crap the bed or anything like that. And if Myles Garrett does get a sack, he would have got a sack on Chuma Doge. He would have got a sack on Tyron Smith. That's just how Myles Garrett gets down. So it is what it is.
I mean, that's the decoy. I mean, that's all we can ask for. But I mean, I know this is, like I said, it's gonna be a quick show. So this is just, a hot take. Well, not a hot take, but maybe even, is the Great Wall of Dallas back?
Too soon. Too soon. Yeah, I don't want to just put that on their jacket like that. But BB's capable. BB, Zach, and Tyler, and I think that's
good. That's gonna look. Hey, I can't wait. I don't know about you. I can't.
I think that's the making of a really good wall is your middle guys, your guards and your centers or whatever. So Man, the great fence, the great front door. You know what I'm saying? It's a barrier for sure. We just can't call it the Great Wall. Just as old school now. That's going into comparing with Hall of Famers and legends. You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think I'm high on Tyler Guyton because I think he's going to be better than Tyron Smith. Now I know that's a wild statement, but Tyron Smith, Hall of Famer, All Pro, pass pro wise last year. But as he got older, his legs, he was not the same. He was also the problem in the run game, honestly. He was fragile. Like he was bubble wrapped all the entire year. So it was. He wasn't the same as a say 2015 version of Tyron Smith because man, that man was mauling, throwing people left and right. Sure. I think I'm just so happy for Cooper Beebe. I mean, I know it's high expectations for him to be like Travis Frederick, but he has the smarts, right? Like it was a play, the play that everyone was talking about. I found like more. Impressive, and let me find it because you know the play when he knocked over two guys. But I found it even more impressive because he was in 50 protection, and he understood that he had the gap right next to him.
Yeah,
but he couldn't get to the guy in time, so he threw the guy down at his feet. Yeah, and he knew he was going to jump. So now he's got I think there's a linebacker. He got to, watch out for his feet now. Yeah. He can't get his hands all the way in, all the way up and get in the passing lanes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I found that impressive. I can't find that play, but do you remember that play? Let me see.
Yeah. It was I probably got the timestamp written down on the film somewhere. But yeah. BB is special, and I think what about his nasty guard behavior that's gonna translate over is that he's finisher guy and he's find work guy. You know what I'm saying? So him being a like I said, I've called him a powerful center all day, so I'm not gonna keep calling him that. But if you're a Tyler Biadasz and you go and smack somebody that's on the side of Zach Martin and they don't see you coming, that'll be cool. But it'll be more impactful if a better dude did it. Just like my whole O-line running back conversation or whatever. Hey, it's cool if you do it, but it's better if a better dude did it. Like better dudes is always better, So having a big, powerful dude being help guy is something even more than I'm excited about for sure.
Yeah, I can't even find that play. Everybody know that. Is it? Nah, I can't find it. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, here it is. You know what I'm saying? Let me, because I gotta show you. I gotta show y'all. It's insane what he did on this play. Let me see.
Yeah. That's it.
Like he got 95 and he threw him at his feet before because he didn't think he was gonna be able to get over there in time. I found that very, very impressive, man. That's just nasty.
Well, as an offensive lineman, sometimes you can block somebody, but your eyes are like somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, so, like he understands because it's defense one-on-one. Everybody got a gap.
Yeah.
Now, maybe some busted plays, some people like right here, 94 and 95 end up in the A gap. But 41, somebody got this A gap. So he understands that and he gets over there. So yeah.
And I'm not finna sit up here and act like, oh, BB's so special. He's gonna routinely block two people.
Yeah, I know.
But it'll be fire if he was that special, wouldn't it? It'll be crazy.
It'll be crazy, yeah. But listen, I know it was a quick show. Like I said, everyone, thank you for everyone who's in here. If you in the chat, make sure to like and subscribe. Vonch's content. You would love Vonch's content. I'm not even gonna. If you don't know, any last words?
Hey man, hate on these old running backs until the Cowboys change their ways, man. And I'm biased to offensive linemen. I want them to double down on the offensive line. There's a lot of people say, "Oh, well, we should have drafted a running back with one of these picks." Get out your feelings. We should have drafted a running back elsewhere, not with the picks that you draft your offensive line with. That's all I got, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it. Hey.